Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications button while you're down there to be notified when I post new videos. You can hit that thumbs up button to let me know if you like this video, and if you didn't like this video, you can still hit it and show some love. So today I'm going to be talking about a passage found in 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. So then, since Christ suffered physical pain, you must arm yourselves with the same attitude he had, and be ready to suffer too. For if you have suffered physically for Christ, you have finished with sin. You won't spend the rest of your lives chasing your own desires, but you will be anxious to do the will of God. I was in my devotions this past week, and it really hit me hard because what it's saying here is like we're called to suffer, basically. We're called to live like Christ did, which means that we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer for doing good. What it means is that we shouldn't be comfortable. We shouldn't be living our lives like, yeah, like today was good. It was good. God is good. Thank you for the food. Thank you that we got home safely. We're done. That was my prayer for today. We shouldn't be praying these simple prayers. We shouldn't be living our lives like, oh, everything's good. Like I'll say something tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and I'll say something the next day. But God really wants you to talk to that person. We shouldn't be living comfortable Christian lives. We should be striving after what God has called us to do. We should be preparing to suffer. We should be preparing to live our lives for God and for Jesus. And a quote from Michael Todd, he says, "Faith begins when understanding ends." When we don't understand, sometimes I don't understand what's going to happen. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to enter myself into that situation. But then where is your faith going to come in? I'll admit, I've been in situations where it's like God is tugging my heart in a certain way, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm not comfortable doing that. Boom, missed opportunity. I missed it, and I apologize to God. We should be actively searching for those situations. In some passages where we, or the disciples, saw an interruption, God saw an opportunity. And I feel like that's the lens we should be putting on every day. We should be like, hey God, give me the lens, the glasses, the vision to see today the opportunities and not the interruptions. Because those are the ones that count. Those are the ones that are going to make our normal Christian lives not comfortable. They're going to make us be out of our comfort zone, and that's the good thing. Because when we're there, we can experience the trueness of what God has called us to do. We can experience some of it, may be the suffering, but that's good because Jesus can get us through that suffering. And it's good to be in a place where we're suffering because God will reward us. And it says in chapter 3, it says in verse 14, chapter 3, "But even if you suffer for doing what is right, God will reward you for it. So don't worry or be afraid of their threats." Because God's on our side. God's got our backs. God's gonna carry us and help us through those tough times where we're like, oh God, please just take the situation away. Maybe it's there to show some character, to reveal in us the impurities of our qualities, the attitudes that we have towards certain people. God's like, I'm going to put you in more of those situations because I want to reveal to you, like I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to reveal to you your attitude towards them and how it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't act like this towards a certain group of people or a certain person who might have done you wrong. We need to forgive them and then move on because we don't have room for bitterness in our heart. It says that we should be anxious to do the will of God. We should be like excited. We should be like, okay, God, I do what you said. What's next? What can I do next? Always asking what's going to come next. And with that is going to become uncomfortability. We are not going to be comfortable in some of these situations. But the more we do them, the more comfortable we will get. Again, we need to have faith for this though. If we don't, then how does it work? If we understood everything, then we wouldn't need faith. We wouldn't need God if we understood everything. If we knew exactly what was going to happen tomorrow, then what is the point of faith? But that is the point of faith, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if tomorrow is the last day. If Jesus comes tomorrow, we don't know. Nobody knows the day or the time that he will return. So we should be anxiously doing the will of God. We should be like, God, give me an opportunity today to speak to somebody. Or God, give me the opportunity today to pray with this person. Or God, I will just worship you. I worship you and thank you for giving me today. Like, just take the time today to really just tell God, like, thanks, God. Thanks for giving me life today. Thank you for this house I live in. Thank you for the water. Thank you for the family and the friends that I have. Like, giving thanks for what we have, and then asking him to maybe change the situation we're in. Like, make us more uncomfortable. Because we need to have faith to do that. We need to be trusting with God and have faith that he is going to provide for us and not be scared. It can be scary. We could be looking dead in the face of the thing we fear the most. Yeah, maybe some of us just really don't like public speaking. Maybe God's calling you to ministry. And you're like, oh, God, change that, please. Don't. I don't want to talk in front of people. No, thank you. I like one-on-one. I like to one-on-one talk with one person and me and the Bible and you, God. That's it. But maybe he's calling you to that. We don't understand how that's going to happen or how he's going to change your character. But he is going to put us in situations where we need to be uncomfortable. We are going to suffer for the will of God. We should have the same attitude that Jesus had, because he is our role model for this. He lived a perfect life in this destructive world, and we live in the same world that's getting worse. I don't know how else to put it, but we can't be comfortable Christians. We need to be uncomfortable Christians. We need to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations. We need to strive after being uncomfortable, because when we do, God will be there and he will help us through it. Like, we need to have faith in the situations that we don't understand, and we need to be anxious for what he has for us, because that is the best thing ever. Doing the will of God and the purpose that he has provided you for is literally the best thing ever, and nothing else is like it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said in the beginning, hit that like button if you liked it, and if you didn't, hit it still. I'll be praying for you guys. If you guys wanted to put prayer requests in the comments or just put anything down there, I'll be glad to get back to you.